10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, chums up. Ready, guys? Let's do this.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Ikun with the Gamerz Haven. How are you all doing? Welcome, one and all. Another edition of Pathfinder is upon us. We have CheapPopMan, our resident punch things.
Okay.
We have Professor Sir, our resident caster.
Hello.
We have Snowy Phoenix Games, who disappeared.
The dishes got him.
And then we have our illustrious DM, Zero.
Hello.
So the last time on Pathfinder,
Who wants to tell me what happened last time?
as far as I remember, we found out the people we were hunting down were exiled. And so the elders have asked us to track down these people, and bring them back, in a way. If I remember correctly.
All right.
Somewhat.
And we're also supposed to retrieve a certain item, if I'm not mistaken.
All right. Let me look at my notes. All right. So
The,
last time, what happened?
Oh, sorry.
Somebody almost got killed by the Zappy boys and the gross ladies in the void.
I couldn't hit him.
We, especially our resident stargazer Adachi, master of the cosmos and the theater. Then we managed to defeat all of them. We all woke up, and there was this bouncy little tour guide kid. Like, hey! We drew over some cars, and then we went into the village itself, discovering that the people were not all terrible. Then we ran across the blacksmith Bolt, who was the brother... No, was it... Yeah, he was the brother of the blacksmith Co. I might have that backwards. I think Bolt was the one at the... Yeah, Co is the one that we met here. Bolt is the one that we met before. He served us some lovely tea and gave us some information. Then we went into the elders' room, where there were a bunch of statues. Shenanigans ensued there. Zay was having none of the statue theatrics. They ended up changing from their statue forms, and then they informed us that Dojin, one of their previous students, has stolen the diamond dragon egg. So we're supposed to go and get that for them, and they will give us rewards from their treasure house of treasures. And they also want us to bring back Bizu, which was apparently the guy that broke his back jumping out of a window. So that's what I have written down. Also, Chow's a ring stealer.
That sounds about right. Kevin, did you have an Adachi journal today?
I don't have a scroll ready. I just have some notes taken down, just like Dean.
Okay.
And from what I gathered, I had a power outage mid, so I didn't hear most of what he said, but I highly assume that it covered the majority of it.
Feel free to fill in the blanks, anyone. Please
The
do.
notes I got, let's see here, lightning fast notes. Really quick, here we go. Win the fight against the Maiden and the Wisps. Return back to land unscathed and unhurt in front of a village, the Hikimase village. A blue-red little guy named Lee came to us, wanted to show us the village. We walked by the smithy, and we found the same blacksmith as the one in the village, as the one in the palace. No, the smithy is a twin, and his twin is named Boat. He and his brother are shapeshift into their masters. He is not the smithy at the palace, but he knows about Bizu and Maru as to be problematic, and his tea sucks. We meet the elders with the 3 statues, but are convinced to turn into their true shapes. They know about Bizu. We learn of the crystal dragon egg that went missing. It will soon hatch. The clan of treasure hunters seeking to make a hoard for the dragon when it hatches. They want Bizu apprehended as well, so there might be a mutuality of interests between us and them. Then learn that Dojin has a diamond egg, he stole it, and that's all I got.
That's about it.
Yep.
Okay. So as you guys had last left off, you had just finished speaking to the elders, and they had just sent you on your way. You are now in the company of Lee once again. And he was leading you out of the village to the stables where your giant birds are being kept. Because they somehow found themselves into the forest, and then the clansmen escorted them to safety.
The esteemed Dawnstrider. They know this land more than any human. Of course they will find their way here. Good birds, good strong birds.
Okay, well, let me lead you back to your mounts, and you should find your way out of the village just fine. The forest knows how to lead those who need to get out just fine. Did you have any more questions before you set sail off into your journey?
Yes.
Wait, we're riding a boat?
Metaphorically.
Mr. Lee, I want to make sure because you all seemed quite surprised. Well, no, not surprised, but seems to me with how you all reacted that a troublemaker such as B.
Up, Kevin, you got muted for a second.
Oh, yeah, okay. Seems to me that you were quite surprised. Okay, but a troublemaker such as Izu and that other man is not very what's the word? Not very frequent in your little clan. Tell me, how hard is it to become part of the Ikimase clan? What's the ritual behind it?
Well,
And how did they become part of it? Them being the mischievous evildoers such as they are.
well, to be quite frank, they were born here. It is a very close-knit.
Membership by blood, it seems.
It's not everybody can just do what we do, to say the least. It is mostly by blood, although it does take training. There are some ways that we can teach others, but not very many people can do what we do without being of our kinship.
And tell me, are you all members of Ikimase because you can shapeshift? Or can you shapeshift because you are part of the Ikimase clan?
The latter.
I see. So, if I were to join, I would also learn this power.
No, not necessarily. We're not exactly taking members. Like I said, you had to have been born here. Okay, well, I'll get your paperwork started. I'll have it ready for you the next time you come in. Now, are you fine with being turned into a small man? About half your size?
Oh. No. I'm quite fond of who I am now.
That's just a little joke. Ha ha ha.
And I've had a bad first impression with your kind. Ah, well. I'll have to find some other way to become more powerful.
Oh, we have plenty of ways to make that happen. Let me see that bow of yours, if you don't mind.
This bow was gifted to me by my master on the day I left. What dare you do with it?
Oh, we've got a couple of bows back at our treasure hoard.
None such as the mighty Skyrender. Your bows are probably as puny as...
They kept on missing in the
something
fight.
that's puny.
Did you say Skyrender?
Quite the befitting name, don't you think? He brushes off his shoulder. Named
What
it
would you
myself.
think about the Ground Shaker? A bow that can create earthquakes just by shooting it at the right moment.
What's the point of creating earthquakes and shooting arrows at things not on the ground? No, Sky Piercer is its true name. I discovered its name on the on the dawning of the 78th day of Kunavang.
Oh, actually, what about the Orin bow? Have you heard of that one?
Fjord pops out of the bush. What? Excuse me? There's a bow?
One of the most famous Dragon Slayer bows known to, well, mostly us because it was lost to time, but we managed to find it.
Excuse me, little man. You just said one of the famous dragon slaying bows? Who do you
Yes.
take me for? Some kind of dragon hater? I'll have you know that here in Kainan, dragons are more than respected. One more negative word about dragons, and I'll have your tongue.
You've obviously never run across an actual, a bad dragon. That's fine. Well, we'll discuss this more when you get back. You should probably get going. You don't want to keep whoever you're keeping waiting.
Very well. Me and Sky Piercer are watching you. He didn't mean that, Sky Piercer. No, we didn't. No, we didn't.
Is your bow alive or something?
I kind of
Carry
looked
on.
at the other party members like, who did we pick up?
I don't know.
The maiden licking my tongue must have had some weird effect on me.
I think he's taking one too many hits to the head.
You sure you didn't try any of that tea back there?
I did go down to 2 HP.
That is true.
Anyway, carry on.
And he's just leading you guys to the stables. You make it back to your Dawn Striders. As you saddle up, he looks up to you. He's pretty low to the ground compared to where you are now. Says, well, thank you for visiting the village. I wait your arrival for next time. Hopefully you don't have too much trouble with whoever it is that you're going after. And that you arrive safely.
Thank you. And thank you for your time and the tour, Mr. Lee.
Oh, well, you're quite welcome, Miss Amethyst.
I must say I was not expecting this hospitality, but yeah, thanks for that.
I really appreciate your kindness. I look forward to seeing you guys again. Maybe next time I can show you the treasure house and the amazingness that we have collected over time. And you, Mr. Kireji, you might enjoy our dojo as well.
Oh, is that so?
Because you look like the type who is disciplined and could learn a few things here.
I don't know about disciplined, but I do know a few things, and I'm always open to learning more. So maybe I will, when the time presents itself, of course.
Yes, of course. I personally wouldn't mind checking out that School of Transformation of yours. Maybe I could pick up a trick or two. I don't know.
Like I told Mr. Adachi over here, there's only so much we can teach, as a lot of it is in our blood. But there are certain techniques we have picked up that are teachable to those who are not of our blood. So I'm sure we could figure something out.
And three of you get a Lecture of Life Lesser, which is 3d6 plus 6. That's my potions I made for the day.
I get 3 potions of life. Thank you.
Not you. Our party members.
I see how it is. Okay. So you guys hop on your Eardon Striders and head out into the forest. They happen to just continue on until eventually you find yourselves back at the entrance of the forest where you first entered before you all passed out.
When we are out of earshot of the people of the village, I'll just mention out loud that a clan is only as strong as its weakest members, and I find it odd that this clan knew of the misbehavior of this Beezer and yet have tolerated it for how long? And suddenly, now that other people are affected by it, now they care about apprehending these mischievous fellows. I'm still not sold on this clan.
Yet you were asking to join?
I do what I must to gain power, okay?
Oh, okay.
The only thing that I've... Oh, sorry.
And it was a test. It was a test to see what he would answer.
On the one hand, I can understand their need for secrecy, but on the other hand, their notion of seeking justice on behalf of their own doing things that they're not supposed to seems kind of lax. I don't know. Just food for thought, I guess.
They lack consistency. Both them and their tea.
Oh god, that tea.
Don't even remind me about the tea.
Do a will save to avoid remembering it.
I thought I was going to puke up my innards there for a second. I honestly don't know what my master would have done if he had drank something like that.
Oh, he would probably beat the person who made it.
You are an insult to tea all over the world.
Let's just say there are fates worse than death. And leave it at that.
So, I kind of, well, you see, I'm not very good at long-winded discussions, and I kind of lost it at the end there. Did the others say where we were going? Sure, yes, the Crystal Dragon and all that, but did you mention where are we supposed to go?
I mean, the elders suggested we go see the divining lady again.
Oh no.
Well, then,
I don't know what. I don't know if my body can take it one more time. I mean, twice in one day where I go beyond the veil. That's too much.
Okay, Adachi, you can wait outside.
Well, let's see when I get there. We'll see when we get there. Okay.
And Mr. Garou, you could keep him company.
Well, whatever's best for the group, but
Unless you want to face your elderly lover again.
It's still not quite over that one either.
Yes, our fistful friend seems to be quite a catch with the ladies. Why? I'm sure there's a good reason why you are the only man traveling with this group of a fine woman. No.
Well,
so you're not.
To be honest,
Go ahead. Go ahead. No. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. That's fine.
I was gonna say. Well, are you saying you're not a man there, Adachi?
I think you know what he meant. Well, I am not entirely human, as you might have figured out by now.
Nor am I.
Wait, what are you not sure of? Whether or not you're a man or not?
That's what we're debating right now.
No, I said I'm not entirely human, as you may have noticed already by now.
Yeah.
I am very much a man. Thank you very much. Who is that man I see? Anyway. You want to say something, you Reggie?
No, that's fine.
Okay. So yes, so does anyone know anything about crystal dragons? I mean, we human Penang don't really have much info about crystal dragons.
Can't say that I've ever heard of the type, but I have some knowledge on dragons.
Oh, well, every dragon shares at least some familiarities, no?
Well, they all usually have hordes, which is what they seem to be making for it.
Indeed. Well, we may figure it out pretty soon. I've always loved riding on Dawn Striders.
Why, this isn't your first time? Aside from this morning?
Is not. Me and my master have often traveled to the far reaches of Penang via Dawn Striders.
Well, I must say, this is at least a bit different from when we, I guess, were dragons at one point, technically.
You hand of supposed to really have done it all, really. Become dragons? My! You must teach me your ways. I did very well to find you here.
It was unintentional, but it was certainly an experience.
Yeah, Mr. Garou and I can both show you as soon as we get back. We'll do the dragon dance, right?
Sure. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Fascinating.
You guys finally make it out of the forest. And you find yourself outside. So you guys are here around this pink area, I believe. Or actually, no, right here. Where will you go now?
All right.
No.
We were told to head back to go to the divining lady. So
My suggestion is we either go to the diviner or we go to that cave I was kidnapped at.
I personally would go to the cave myself. That's my vote.
That's where you want to go. That's fine with me.
What you told us, Lady Amethyst, it didn't. Well, the Iki Nimase clan seemed to be mostly comprised of those ones who look like the ones we saw, and yet the ones who captured you were most definitely not like them, correct?
Well, as you've seen, if they're shapeshifters, who could really tell?
Who can trust anyone? Magic. Ugh. We'd be better off without magic in this world.
Says you.
Yeah.
And yet, who here is the one that's always mesmerized and goes, ooh, ah, ooh, it's so fantastical every time you see it?
It is meant to be admired by far, not delved into. You saw what we saw. You saw the horrors lying in wait beyond what our eyes cannot see.
Well, not all magic's going to be like that. Some of it can be used for good. Not that I know the first thing about it.
Yes, though the potential, the sheer potential for malice is very strong.
You know what? You're right, Adachi. We should start a campaign of no more magic and no more weapons. Then the world will have universal peace.
Well, hand over your bow, Adachi.
I may have not thought this one bit through.
Maybe your thought needs refinement.
I have been feeling weird since that encounter with those creatures. Perhaps I should let you all take charge for a while. He stares in front of him, hand on his chin, just pondering, wondering about stuff.
Wonder if there's a way to undo healing magic, since Adachi's not a fan.
Now hold on a minute.
Now,
Let me
not
explain.
all.
Oh,
It's
I'm
not the
just
magic.
making his pain a little bit.
It's not the magic that's evil. It's the person wielding it.
I hear boulders are good at undoing healing magic.
Yeah, Crazy, that's a good point.
So
I
it's the same with weapons. I mean, it's not the person. It's not the weapon that's evil. But
I will say I have not encountered many performers of true magic in my time, and it seems that the very same day I meet you, who do great things, and I meet others who do terrible things, and I'm not too sure what to think of it.
Well,
Though, Lady Zaya does make a strong point. The weapon never kills. Potent does.
so we just have to punish those who wield it for evil. Many good things have come out of magic. Many evil things have come out of magic.
You see, here in Kaineng, one of the reasons magic is so disliked is that the last time magic was frequently used here was when the Outlanders came and ravaged our land and destroyed the dragons and threatened to kill us all. That was
They
our
feared
last.
what they. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
That was the last time that magic was actively used on our land by those strangers from the mainland who only used it to destroy and kill those we loved. So, give me if the sight of magic still makes me doubtful. Though again, there, if magic is to be seen as a weapon, I pray that you all never fall into the hands of the Dark Ones.
Magic is not a weapon. It's a tool.
Magic isn't a tool, it's a part of nature.
That too, but
It's a part of this world just as much as we are. Are the ground beneath our feet, or the wind in the air, or you know?
After Amethyst says that, you feel a very gentle, cool, refreshing breeze just flow through your hair, Adachi.
That's good nice. This is one of the things. No need for magic to feel alive. He undoes the ponytail that he has, did not in his hair, and lets it flow freely. Oh, I've missed this. Haven't rode on a Dawn Strider for many weeks. Though it is kind of odd that out of nowhere a cool breeze appears suddenly. If I look around, does anything seem odd or off?
There's a strange cloud above you that's following you.
Oh no, it's Pun Cloud.
It's a white cloud. It doesn't look heavy, but it does seem to stay above you and not move as you are riding.
Like, how tall is it from me? How high above is it from me?
Like a normal cloud's like height. So it's like up in the sky, but
Oh, super high in the sky. Well, I definitely will not notice a cloud following me.
whenever you take a moment to look up at the sky, you notice that that cloud is always above you and never anywhere else, no matter how far you travel.
is it just above Adachi or is it above the group?
Above the group, because y'all are pretty close together.
Yeah, that makes sense.
When did that cloud start following us?
I have no idea. Should we be concerned?
Cloud? What cloud?
Points above.
Was
I
there
don't know. Clouds float
other
in the
clouds
sky.
in the sky? Or was that the only one? right?
What? No, it's just one cloud.
Oh,
This-
just the very
this-
one. Okay.
Yeah, the sky is pretty clear.
And it is for sure 100% following us around.
I mean,
So-
whenever you look up, it's still there.
Okay.
Where
But
are
just
you
seems
guys traveling to, by the way? Just so I.
I was about to
The
ask.
cave.
we were going to the cave, I think.
Through the cave. All right. Amethyst pulls out the
cave.
map. She shows it to the Dawn Strider, and I'm just gonna assume he goes block block and knows where that is. So
Okay. You guys are about
GPS
ready
address
at
entered.
this moment.
There is such a thing as being too much in contact with the Twilight forces and meeting that lady again in the same day might have proven a bit fatal for me. I don't know.
Adachi, what are these Twilight forces you're always talking about? You always mention them. Beyond the Veil, the Twilight forces, all of this.
I think it might be his way of saying spooky stuff.
Oh, it is a long tale full of bravado, of daring do, and mysticism. You see, it all started back when I was 17. And it goes on a long-winded explanation. That has nothing to do with anything you asked about. Just him and his master and training with bows and stuff. Like nothing to do with the Twilight stuff. Just a huge backstory first, to start things off.
I look at Amethyst questioningly, like, okay.
Finally, I say
Amethyst
that.
just sits there listening attentively to the long-winded story.
I'll listen as well.
He talks about how his master found him while he was outside of his family home. He had this wooden bow, this makeshift, kid's wooden bow that he was shooting, and he was inventing a story to himself. He was basically role-playing by himself. And, well, he got a bit too much into it, and one arrow flew way past the mark that you put yourself in the backyard. And he did not see the arrow land because it went beyond the wall.
The
The veil.
veil is the wall. So everything beyond that wall is the veil. I understand.
Soon after, a man comes at the door with the arrow with the arrow in hand, and it turns out that he was an elder master who had previously lost his apprentice not too long ago, and seeing my bow skill, he thought, I could train this boy. And so he took me under his wing, and he taught me everything I know. And, well, the whole Twilight Veil thing and the cosmic forces and the scales and the balance, well, well, I suppose you all sound like you can keep a secret. I have a terrible fear of failure, brought to me by my master, who he himself loathed failure and would reprimand me every time it failed. And so at some point I started blaming others for my failures. And, well, what better thing to blame than magic? Magic seemed mystical, and my master was very very superstitious, and he bought it every time.
Oh,
And
I
so
see.
when I failed at something, I would just create this long-winded story about how foes beyond the human eye, beyond this veil of unseen forces, caused my bow to tilt one way, or the arrow to bend in the air, and well, uh, at some point, I had to get pretty creative with my ideas.
So
Uh,
you're talking about Lady Serva.
is Lady Silver, well, one of those hooligan maidens that we saw beyond the veil?
Oh, no, no, no. She's in control of the forces of fortune and misfortune.
Fortune, misfortune. Tell me more.
Uh, well,
You who wield the
fortune.
magic so fluently, perhaps you have eyes beyond the veil which I do not.
Well, fortune is when something good happens, but the side effect of that is that usually when something good happens to someone, something bad happens to somebody else. So your fortune is someone else's misfortune. Vice versa.
Ah, you speak of the cosmic scale.
Yeah, we guess we have different names for the same ideas.
Yes, the scale ever tilts, sometimes in our favor, sometimes in our disfavor, our misfavor. Yes, I know the scale well.
If you want to
Lady
call
Serva, you say?
a scale, sure.
And this Lady Serva, how does one speak to it, her?
I don't know. I don't think anyone really speaks to her. She's just around us, everywhere. Poking and prodding everything, just a little bit, one way or another.
I would sure like to meet the person who's been constantly benefiting from my misfortune.
Well,
Seems to happen more often than not.
think of it this way. When you fire your bow to shoot the animal that you want to eat for lunch, and you miss, that's your misfortune. But to the animal, that's very fortunate. And Lady Serve in that moment, I don't know, she just felt like nudging the arrow a little bit, or poking your shoulder. I don't know, something like that. Which I guess
It
you'd
is
call
true,
her
I
cosmic
definitely-
scales.
I have often felt as though something or someone disturbed my concentration at times.
Probably
Yes. So the cosmic scales is
So when I couldn't open that door that one time, that might have been her.
that was
Probably.
probably when I landed that triple backflip. Fortune was
Oh.
on my side.
Hmm.
As you guys start to arrive at the cave, or at least where Amethyst says the cave is, the sun begins to set, and it is barely visible along the horizon. The mountains shine with a goldish hue, and you guys look up at the sky and notice that the cloud above you is also shining. It's very, it almost looks golden. It seems to be reflecting what little light the sun has left to offer. And as the time becomes at peak twilight, the
Yes.
cloud above you showers down a golden light that almost blinds you all. And you all close your eyes for just a moment to shield yourself from this strange mystical light. And as you open your eyes, you notice Adachi is gone. But his Dawn Strider is still there.
Take me with you, Twilight.
Guys,
Now you see,
oh boy. What the hell just happened here?
Want to borrow
Wow.
Kevin for just a minute in the other voice chat?
Okay.
Well, that was unexpected.
unexpected.
Wait, maybe the arrow that he fired that time ago finally hit something. Maybe it hit him.
Reggie, please. We're down a man. A strange and odd little man, but still a man.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to bring humor to a very strange situation.
Well,
There was a light some time ago, and then all of a sudden, he was gone. Maybe there was something to do with that cloud above us.
Definitely the cloud above us. I got so engrossed in conversation, I didn't even realize there was something following us.
now we have Adachi to find, a cave to explore, and a diviner to go to. Maybe we need to go to the diviner to see where Adachi was taken? I don't know.
Do you happen to have anything he owns?
I don't.
Without one of his personal possessions, going to a diviner will not help.
This is true.
And suddenly, you guys notice that above Adachi's Dawn Strider, he just appears again, once again, in the flashlight.
Well, I guess we don't have to find him. I mean, what the hell?
What happened?
Tell me now, Candace Lester, is being with you going to have me cross the veil multiple times per day? My entire life, I've only admired it from afar, and now here I am with you, and multiple times in one day, I've seen things I've never imagined before, beyond what should not be seen.
What did you just see?
It's at the same time exhilarating, but also sterilizing. I didn't think I was ready for this. I'm not ready for this. Does Lady Server have a voice that resonates like a man?
I wouldn't think so.
Oh,
being a lady.
I might have heard the Lord of Cosmos speak to me. I didn't know there was a Lord of Cosmos until just now.
Well, maybe it was our dragon friend.
What did it say?
The great dragon Kunavine? Perhaps. No. I didn't know he spoke to people.
He spoke to us.
Wow, I'm definitely staying with you guys then. You got all the cool experiences.
Adachi, please focus. What just happened?
Yeah.
Ah, yes, of course. Well, you see, just as the claws, the unseen claws, ripped me asunder and brought me to this other place, I heard a voice that basically confirmed what I already knew. The voice spoke deeply and resonated throughout my entire body. It says, "You have been chosen." However, I was just about to ask for what, but he didn't give me that answer. He just spoke his piece and left. I was quite confused.
That's all he said? You've been chosen?
Well,
What else?
he may have said something else, but I was too focused at the fact that I was actually walking on water for a brief moment. That was cool. But no, I'm quite certain he only said that I've been chosen.
Is it normal for divine things to take interest in mortals like this? This is
You tell
definitely
me.
different. Yeah.
You tell me. You guys have all been doing stuff that I've never seen in my entire life.
I question the divinity in this particular instance. Do you think those guys can change into clouds?
If we're talking about divinity, then I think they could change into anything they want.
No, I mean the Ikimase clan.
I suppose you can't rule it out. But that would be...
I'm not 100% sure on that. I've only seen them change into
Become
humans.
statues? Yeah, you're right.
But if they can turn into statues, wouldn't it be not too different to turn into something?
But that was still a humanoid figure.
I guess that's true. But
For now, I suppose I'll interpret that as Lady Server telling me that I'm chosen.
We'll go with that.
But yes, that was a harrowing experience. Perhaps this is what Master meant when he told me that I needed to get stronger in order to...
Well, I wish I could help you on this matter, but our resident expert on being chosen by vague voices is currently still at the capital.
Wait, someone else has been chosen?
Yeah, Emma. She got chosen by similar experiences to you. Who knows? Maybe it was Cade Nail. I don't know. She doesn't talk much about him, honestly. Other than he's cool and good and awesome.
Sounds just like the kind of god I want to meet. Cool, awesome, yeah. I must talk to her more.
You should. Sure gets a kick out of it when people show a legitimate interest in her and Cade Nail.
You do not?
I do. It's just after the 50th night of it, it wears on you a bit.
Very well. All right then. Let's keep going. The silver hand of Celestra moves again. So see what I did there, guys? Because, you know, hand of Celestra, silver wolf, and silver, you know, I can combine them both together. Silver, yeah. Yeah, we're best buddies now.
I'll take it.
It was just, yeah.
Clever play on words, Adachi. Clever play.
All right, so do we want to rest for the evening, or do we want to explore this cave while we're here?
Well, the cave's not that big, unless it got bigger in the time I was gone.
Oh no, he's been taken by the Twilight Veil.
Beyond the veil.
It keeps happening today. What's up with that?
The water of his dishes just started glowing orange, and
Oh no.
Well, look at it this way. If there's nobody in there, we can rest inside the cave.
This is true.
Surely your captors won't be so foolish as to try and capture you with us around this time.
I don't know. They didn't seem terribly bright from the interactions I had with them.
Well, I'll make sure to illuminate them.
so what are you guys doing?
We go to explore the cave.
Yep.
Okay,
Let's do it.
you walk into the cave.
All that and that.
All right. Give me a second. I'm gonna have to do a.
Look, it squeals! It squeals, McGee!
Or is it?
Oh, it is. It's my terrible quick drawing of him.
Let's see. We've got Zaya. And we've got Kireji. We've got Adachi. And
Alright, so first thing we get in, it should be the mess hall. This is where I left Tony and Danny and Frankie, and they were all having an intervention about gambling and coin flipping.
An intervention about gambling, you say?
Yeah, well, apparently he'd been losing and flipping all their gold coins. I found several of them.
Hmm.
You know, if I wanted to find that particular group, we could take those coins to the diviner.
That seems like a good idea.
I mean, they're not here. So again, they didn't seem terribly bright, but maybe they met up with what was the guy's name? Joju?
You put radius and black light. Okay.
That Adachi's probably gonna freak out again.
Reggie, pull out that light stick.
I'm already glowing.
All right.
Lumi on the light stick.
Magic.
I believe it's 20 feet of bright light and 40, yeah, 40 feet of dim light. Okay.
About like 20 feet, 20 feet, like a torch. Yep.
Hey, you guys are all lit up.
Like a Christmas tree.
I was waiting for Kevin to get back. So when you guys come into the cave, it's very dark. There's no no light anywhere in the cave, other than coming from Kireji and Zaya at this point. And in this general area, it is just an empty cave, and you see a hallway, and towards the edge, in this general area, you see some objects, but it's too far and too dark for you to see them right now.
Move. Proceed ahead.
Yep.
All right, so up ahead, this should open up into a bigger room. There were a bunch of tables and chairs in here. Some playing cards too, if I remember correctly.
Did you say playing cards?
Yeah. I
Well,
didn't
then.
really have the time to, join in what they were doing, but past that, there's a hallway that goes to the left, and that leads into a fork that goes towards what I guess was the prison and the bedrooms to the left, and then the kitchen and the armory to the right. So there's some pretty long hallways in there.
Man,
I
yeah.
got you. You back yet?
Yes, I am back.
As you guys enter the this room, basically, you see a few tables in the middle of the room. No body in here at the moment. You do see some playing cards on one of the tables. You see a sprawn out map of the general area outside. And inspecting the tables a little bit more, you also notice a picture of what you think is probably Bizu, and it has a table knife sticking through it. Like it is stabbed into the table itself.
Oops.
Well, that can't be good for Bizu.
Oh, yeah.
And next to the picture of Bizu, you see a single gold coin.
That's it! That's one of his coins!
Well, you take the coin, and I'm gonna take these playing cards.
Somehow I feel I got the short end of the stick on that one, but alright.
You get a special set of Kainegi's playing cards. The king is a dragon. The queen is a unicorn. The jack is surprisingly the empress, and the joker is a phoenix.
Ooh.
Now I have a set from 2 continents. is a very nice set.
Oh, that is nice. I really did get the short end of the deal on that. You better let me play those with you.
Of course. No problem with that.
Anyways, right, focus.
Yeah,
Focus.
yes. Yep. Alright then, so we have the coin. Should there be anything else that we'd be looking for?
Oh, this is the room with like some of the least amount of stuff. We should head down the hallway. You go first.
Alright.
Somebody a little more, not me, please.
Okay. Yeep.
How'd you get time to map all this out?
Oh, I found the map. See? She pulls up the
Oh.
table. I got it from that table over there.
No, let me see if I have an actual picture. Thank you. Of the map I can send you guys. Just give me 1 second.
Adachi, come with us. You're being left behind.
Sorry, I'm on my way.
Okay, so ignoring the some of the particular writing in the map that I'm about to send in Pathfinder chat, that is basically the map that Amethyst shows you if you want to take a quick look at that. It's taking a moment, but it's going in.
Thank Although, I will say, I had the place pretty much mapped in my head pretty quickly. This is a lot less confusing than the corridors of a castle.
Hmm. Well, I'll take your word for it. Most shrines just kind of are pretty linear.
It's better than my drawings. So, who are we looking for here? Surely the crystal dragon isn't here, or the thief, or is he?
I'm guessing we may find a clue as to where to go from this point.
Yeah, that's what I'm
All right.
hoping for.
All right. Well, see, I've been in this kind of situation before. As soon as we go one way, the thief who's in the other way will take advantage of it and leave from the entrance as soon as we have our backs turned. One of us should stay in, like, in this place. The only exit to outside must be guarded. Because if we go left and he's over at the right and he hears us, I mean, this cave is quite echoey.
I will
Then-
volunteer for such an endeavor. Are you sure, Squeals? Yes, Lady Amethyst. Give me your whistle. I'll sit here and I'll blow it as loud as I can if I see any intruders or interlopers attempting to flee or exit.
That's odd. You have the same kind of pig that Hikimase clan guy had, just much bigger. Yeah.
No, I'm one of a kind. What do you mean?
I'm guessing it's because they imitated your companion as well.
Well, they certainly did not imitate his size. The one I saw was humongous.
Maybe there's imperfections.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Are you sure, Squeals? Yes, quite certain. Okay. Amethyst takes out her whistle. wraps it around Squeals' face and kind of shoves the whistle into his mouth. And he floats up kind of towards the ceiling, just kind of sitting there. Be safe, Squeals.
That'll do, Squeals. That'll do.
Or food to all of you.
Well, let's delve deeper into this.
Squeals has poop. Squeals has that. All right, let's go.
I do salute the Squeals on the way in towards the cave. Like, you got this.
Can everyone give me a perception check, please?
Cool.
Perception.
Everybody gets a +1 on perception.
They do.
All right, so we got 20, 19, 18, 16.
Of course, Amethyst gets the 20. Okay. You guys can move on.
Okay.
Guys, that's just a for.
No.
Gonna walk along the sides.
Oh, is there a reason?
Well, you never know. They might be planning for us to come back, perhaps.
You all right there, Adachi?
This is so exciting.
It's just running about.
As you
I can do
guys,
that too, Adachi. Look. No.
how'd you do that?
Whoa.
Is that like a?
Roll 20 sorcery. When you're dragging a token, if you press Q, you'll get a little thing, and then if you right-click while you're dragging it, you can make all kinds of little.
No
Nice.
idea. It's neat. So as you guys are passing through the hall about right here, Amethyst, you notice Kireji steps on something that he doesn't notice.
A landmine, darn it.
Stop!
What happened?
And there's something right below Kireji's feet. Well, one of his foot.
Oh.
Right
Move.
underneath it.
Amethyst is gonna stoop
sorry.
down and take a look at what he stepped on. What is?
As you
Please.
take a closer look, you notice a now slightly dirty pair of red lacy underwear.
Okay, you can move.
Okay. I was just hoping it wasn't someone's droppings.
I mean, someone dropped it.
That sort of is. Amethyst reaches down and picks it up. I recognize you.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Yeah, there was a whole box full of them in the room up to the left.
Oh.
All right.
Men's underwear in the box next to it, and those black robes I acquired in the cupboard next to that.
Just what are these say people doing here?
I think they were uniforms.
We are the evil fruit of the loom.
All right. So left leads to the origin of these, and right will lead us off to the, well, you know, the kitchen and all that. Armory as well.
Well, what do you think would be the most useful at this time?
At this time, well, the route to the left is shorter.
All right then, let's go that way then. And hopefully I don't step on anything else.
I take out my bow and hold it in my hand just in case.
You have your bow in your hand.
Sweet, it worked. Lady
Right.
server's on my side.
So straight ahead was the room Richie and I got locked in. There were 2 cages, a table, and a chair. And the room up there, well, it's not a room, it's a little bit of a hallway with a fork. To the right led to the bedrooms, and to the left was that room with the boxes of clothes and such.
Hmm.
So I say we go into the prison room first.
All right then.
And what?
Oh, sorry, wrong way.
Okay, never mind.
I
You
was
go
looking
first,
behind us when you said left, so I was confused.
yeah.
As you guys approach this end of the cave, you see a table and chair near the entrance. And as you get closer, you do notice 2, not necessarily large, but human-sized cages along the wall.
Hmm.
Kireji,
Okay.
I need you to make me a reflex save. Okay. As you are stepping down, you hear a squeak as a mouse runs right by your feet. You manage to not step on it or have it run up your leg. And it zips past by you and goes back down the hallway that you guys just went through.
Wait, come back, Mr. Mouse, wait!
Are you acquainted?
No, but he might know something.
I could put him down for you if you want.
No, don't hurt him.
Should we go after him then?
It's a
I
mouse.
will run across him. He's probably going to the kitchen.
Well, that makes sense. There's not really much for the rat this way. At least not now.
Anyways. Here we go. Home sweet home. Hello. This is the one I woke up in. As I look in, is the rope and stuff that she was tied up in still on the floor of the cage?
It is. It almost as looks exactly the same as you had left it. You do notice that the ransom notes that were on the table have disappeared. So any of the paperwork that was there is gone. But the sheddings of rope and even some of the strangely some of the grease is still there as well.
Fun times, that. Fun times.
I'm sorry you had to go through that.
I mean, I'm here now.
I know. It's just we were all pretty worried.
I'll be honest, I think the most harrowing part of that thing was seeing Adachi standing by the front door.
Yes, that was a bit confusing for me too.
Well,
My
I think
apologies again.
I think we were all thrown for a loop during that situation.
Yeah, I'm not noticing anything in here. Let's, I guess, check out the uniform room and the bedrooms. I doubt we'll find anyone sleeping, but let's go to the bedrooms first. That's up this hall and on the right.
To the right, you said?
Yes, to the right.
Okay.
To the left. To the left. Oh.
And as you guys get to the end of this corridor, you'll notice that there are indeed beds, although they are quite unmade. There are blankets thrown about. The sheets are slightly ripped off, as if in a hurry. And a couple of pillows on the floor next to the beds.
Well, the opportunity didn't present itself last time. Amethyst steps forward. And she hops into one of the beds.
It is uncomfortable, but it's a bed.
She bounces up and down. It's okay. It's serviceable.
It's no wheelie bed.
Oh, you got that right.
When you pop down onto the bed, you find somehow in your hand, when you landed, a gold coin just appears in your palm.
These things are everywhere. No wonder they were talking about how he had a problem. Any money they did make got lost everywhere. Surprised this whole cave isn't just gold coins for flooring. Well, Amethyst is going to go in. She's going to take a peek under the beds, see if there's anything there.
Mostly just dust.
Hmm.
One of the beds you actually find there's 3 gold coins.
Oh, that guy's a big earner.
Just so happened to be the same bed that you were jumping on.
How long has it been since people been here? Besides us.
Well, based on some deductive reasoning, it's been at least a few days. seeing as you guys, Amethyst just escaped a few days ago.
Yeah.
Seems nobody's here so far.
Alright. Well, let's make a rush to the other hallway. Zoom.
Oh, we're not gonna check the other room.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Gosh, this room was such a disappointment to me. I don't even want to go back in there.
So as we get to the room,
You find more beds. These are also pretty undone. There are two large, relatively large chests in front of the beds, and a cabinet, not a dresser, but like a wardrobe, over up here. And in front of the chests, in front of the beds, the chests are already open. And if you take a look inside, they are completely empty and cleaned out. Taking a look inside the wardrobe, you'll also notice that that is also cleaned out as well.
either someone got here before us or they.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why
Ooh.
the underwear was on the floor. Those boxes had the underwear. That one was for men's, that one was women's, and that's where they kept the black robes. Yeah, she points to the dresser.
Hmm. They certainly lived off meager means.
Oh, you
What
should
was-
have seen the kitchen, Kireji. Oh, they had a beautiful kitchen now.
Do you think it might be better than the kitchen we left behind earlier?
Oh, they had muffins, Kireji. Squeals went nuts.
I'm already down the hallway.
What are we here for then?
Amethyst
guess
is gonna
we're here
quickly
for the
inspect each of the boxes and then the cabinet and cupboard to see if there's anything.
You give me a perception check. And one of the boxes, the one that you remember that had ladies' underwear in it, you find a gold coin.
These are so conveniently hidden around.
Are you sure these are not counterfeit?
Well, let's just say this was so much of a problem for him. It was easy for me to convince 3 guys to have a intervention that I had just met.
I see.
I'm really beginning to see the problem here.
The more we discover, the more this clan seems pitiful.
Well, you know, the exiled clan.
Down the hallway, and then it should be a big, long hallway. Yep, this should be the yeah. Oh, my brain melted. So up here we go down, and then it's down this big long hallway on the right. Should lead us down to the kitchen, and that should be on our left.
I'm not sure if I'm going to try to recreate anything in the kitchen this time.
Who knows? Maybe they left a tray full of fresh muffins.
That would be very, very convenient.
They did. You can't tell squeals. All right. So if we're
better
going
hope he doesn't
left here,
find
we'll
out.
go in the kitchen, and the right is the armory. I'm gonna say we go to the kitchen first.
All right then.
Never a bad idea.
Amethyst, give me a D100.
How many enemies are in the kitchen? Oh no!
95.
As you guys begin to approach the kitchen, you hear a loud, echoing whistle throughout the halls of the cave.
Wheels.
Let's go back.
We gotta get back.
Meow. Hurry up! Meow meow.
While
I can't
he,
see.
while Kireji kind of bemoans to himself, but the muffins.
Wait, where's Squeals? Oh, there she is.
As you guys approach where Squeal up Squeals comes down from the ceiling. He says, Lady Amethyst, I saw it. I saw something. I saw someone go by.
What was it? Who was it?
It was a mouse.
Oh,
Face palm.
Which way did he go?
He
Wait.
went out the exit. I tried to stop him, but he was too fast.
Taps wheels.
Does anyone know if the Ikimase clan can transform into animals?
I wouldn't rule that out.
You said one of them was Squeals.
No. The thief was disguised as a guard, and he had with him Squeals.
so how did they get something, somebody that looked like Squeals then?
I don't know, man.
I run out.
Great, so now we're hunting after a mouse, are we?
Again.
I'm just trying to see if I can see a mouse anywhere.
Give me a perception check, Zaya.
Wait there, Squeals.
I'm going to look as well.
That's 16.
Reggie, give me a perception check.
My mind still might be on the muffins, so sorry if my result is not very good. Oh, there we go.
You're afraid that the mouse stole some muffins, so you're very on guard.
You hear him say, Reggie, that mouse might have muffins.
Speaking of muffins,
The red eye.
Kireji,
Oh, sorry.
you notice a line of crumbs leading out of the cave.
There's a trail of crumbs. Can I check what kind of crumbs they are? Do I?
It seemed to be of some kind of pastry.
So not a muffin. Well, let's follow the trail then, see where it leads.
All right.
It leads outside of the cave.
And does it just cut off at that point, or?
You follow the trail. Are you going to follow the trail outside the cave, or?
Yes.
Okay. Are you guys following behind Kireji?
Yeah.
Okay.
One of us
Squeals, come.
should stay in this cave, though, in case he returns.
Squeals,
Adachi
come.
will?
Stay by the cave entrance. Squeals.
Okay.
I'm on my way.
You guys head to the outside of the cave. And Kireji, following the trail of crumbs, you find a mouse that has hidden himself in a small bush about right there.
Aha, bushes.
Eating some kind of pastry. Hasn't noticed you sneaking up on him.
I kind of motioned everyone to just be quiet because I've just spotted him and don't want to frighten him off.
That's the second time clan man has hidden inside a bush. The fools, they don't know me yet.
Don't jump to conclusions. This could just be a normal mouse.
If that's the case, then nothing of value will be lost.
What do you think we should do? Should we try catch it?
There,
Well-
you're a chef. Do you have any pots or pans?
You all see me slowly reach for an arrow and place it in my bow, but you have plenty of time to stop me if you want.
That gets one of her mini pots and pans out of her bag.
Who's the...
I just
Mr.
kind of like.
Garou,
Oh, sorry.
You're the fastest. Get this pan and chop him in it.
Well, I'll try.
You do that, and if he escapes, I'll be ready.
Don't
Okay.
shoot him.
You know it.
Yeah, more than likely
All right,
this
see-
anyway.
I see this in two ways. Either A, you'll be cooking some mouse tonight, or B, we'll see what this thief has been cooking.
Well, I guess that's very to the point of you, Adachi.
You notice the mouse lifts his head up as it's starting to notice something. It goes back to eating.
All right. I'm going to carefully, stealthily take the whatever pot or whatever it is that I get, and I'm going to attempt to catch him.
That would be a.
A good luck check.
Oh well, I'm dead.
I guess since it's the stealth, you're trying to be stealthy about it. Give me a stealth check. Okay.
Okay.
That's not bad. Let's see the rat's perception check.
Lady
Well.
Silver strikes again.
You catch him.
The cosmic balance.
He is so caught that he doesn't even notice he's caught. He's still eating inside the pot.
I got him. I got him. What do I do? But
Okay, I'm gonna try to talk to him. Why are you
Watch
looking
it
at
just
me like
be,
that?
watch it be a regular mouse. It'd be hilarious.
it could be.
Okay, let me get the movements. You see Amethyst kind of doing some big hand movements and muttering something under her breath.
Oh, detect magic. Oh, man.
Speak with Pokemon.
Yeah.
You can ask questions, receive answers from, or use a diplomacy skill with them. Spell doesn't make them more friendly than normal. Cunning animals always. Okay. What are you gonna ask it?
Okay, first of all, she's gonna pull out some food. Have that ready. Okay, I guess lift up the pot, Mr. Garou, a little bit.
Okay, I'll just carefully lift it a little bit so that you can squeeze that in.
Pardon me, fine individual. Could you be bothered to answer a few questions for me?
Questions? Questions? You have questions? Do you
Yes,
have food?
yes.
Do you have food?
Yes, I have food. I have different
I'll
kinds of
answer.
food.
Give me food.
Okay, what do you want? How about okay, it squeals here. How about a little bit of muffin? Here, she puts it down on your arm.
Muffin. Muffin. Just like the cook. Just like the cook.
Yeah,
Ali,
just like
Ali. What do you want to know?
where did the cook and the rest of the guys that make the muffins go? Have you seen them?
They left. Very
left.
upset. Very upset. They left.
How many days ago? How many moons and suns?
Oh, 2 days ago.
2 days. Okay, 2 days.
2 sons.
2 suns. Did they say where they were going? Amethyst pulls out a different type of food, probably some jerky, and puts it down.
What's this?
Oh, it's food.
Food?
It's
Yeah,
food.
Takes a little nibble at it and he's like, oh, fresh meat.
That didn't sound.
I don't know. They went to another cave, I guess.
You went to another cave. Okay.
They left. Took everything, even the food.
As all this is happening, everyone just hears squeaks and
Yeah.
such from Amethyst to the mouse, and she tries to relay as much of this information back to everyone. Does anyone have any questions for the mouse?
What kind of pastry were you eating earlier?
Your life
what-
depends on your answer.
What kind of food is that you were eating when we ran across you? Is there any left?
Bagels.
Bagels.
Gross.
Bagels.
But food. But still food. But gross. Not muffins.
Sorry,
I've
Mr.
only-
Garou, it was bagels.
But I've only briefly heard of bagels since I came to Ospian. What are they exactly?
Well, we'll have to go find out.
They're like a
okay.
round, doughy substance that are not as sweet as donuts or pastry item.
Hey, you usually have pertinent questions.
Put you on the spot there.
Blah, 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 blah. How many people did you say were there a lot of people leaving, or were just a few of them leaving? I'm
Lots of
trying to
people.
get.
Lots of people live there. Like 10, maybe 20.
10, 20 people. Okay.
All left in a hurry.
All left in a hurry.
Did they say anything about what they might be after, or
Upset. Betrayed.
Sad. Betrayed.
well, that kind of sounds in line with Bizu, I think. Maybe that's why they were chasing him. Or what are after him now.
Betrayed. Did you see a big, shiny? Did any of them have a big shiny? A big round shiny?
Be more
food?
oval.
More food?
Probably not food.
It could be food. An egg, a big shiny egg, like a chicken egg, but bigger.
No, not shiny. Food. Give food. Answer.
Oh, food. Yeah. She pulls out some nuts. Here.
He like takes one of the nuts and cracks it open and he eats the inside. It's like, not meat, but still food. Better than bagel.
Why?
No shiny.
Okay. Well, why was
No
the
shiny.
speech different when you when you fed him the meat instead of the nuts and bagel? I'm kind of worried about that.
Would we recognize that? Since we hear mice
No, it
sounds?
just sounds like squeaks.
Ah, darn.
I'm not an animal trainer, so I wouldn't know.
They didn't have a shiny. They didn't have an egg. No eggs.
No eggs. I know
No
eggs.
egg.
No eggs.
Eggs. All right. Were there any short ones? Short people with hairy faces.
3 or 4.
3 or 4.
Lots
Were
of
they-
talls. Lots
Were
of
they
talls.
round?
Round. Big nose.
Round, big, no.
Not like my nose. My nose long.
Very nice nose, too.
Thank you.
Very chiseled.
I try.
3 or 4 mini talls.
Small people, very angry, very upset with tall people.
Imagine. Did they say anything about why they were mad, or they were just mad?
Stupid. Call them stupid. Say they're bad. Way too stupid. But I think most people stupid. Not like Mouse.
True, very true.
So no shiny.
No shiny, yeah. But there are 3 or 4 shorts, so Ikimase members apparently. Very 4 mini talls. They were very mad. All right. Were they riding anything like animals when they got out of here?
Don't know animals. Other animals, big, tall, cloppy.
Yeah, big, tall, many legs.
4 legs. Like my legs. Clap. Loud noises.
Flap, loud noises. Horses. Sounds like horses.
Any carriage maybe?
Good question.
Big house. Big moving house.
Moving house. Okay.
Okay.
A moving house, so a carriage.
Moving house had round things on the side, right?
I
Round
start
things that move.
I start looking for tracks.
They put food on house. Leave with food. Very upset.
They took the muffins. I mean, sorry, continue.
They died tonight.
They took the muffins.
You do find some carriage tracks, kind of. It's been a couple of days, so they're not super fresh, especially with a lot of the footsteps.
But
that were,
with them being
that
in a
were
hurry,
kind of-
they probably wouldn't cover their tracks too well.
Yeah. So you do notice some slightly worn tracks that lead off away from the cave.
I let them know that I found tracks.
There, you're beautiful. All right, you. Thank you so much for your help. You've been very helpful. Here, she pulls out a full piece of beef jerky. Here you go. And here, this is a special little something. Tastes pretty good to me. Let me just give you one of these. I trust you're good with cork caps. She gives him a piece of beef jerky and one of these. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Food, meat.
Take care now.
As he's like saying meat, they start turning into squeaks for Amethyst's mind. So your spell just ran out.
Yep. All right, Squeals, she calls him. Come on, Squeals, we're going. All right, Zaya, lead the way.
All right. Just following the tracks as best as possible.
And I'll hand back the pot that I used to catch the mouse.
That's going to need to be washed. It probably has a few mouse turds in it.
All right.
Food.
So you guys are right about here where Amethyst is. Following the tracks, they lead back, and you find yourself coming back to the big tree where you had rescued the fake Amethyst a while ago. And you notice the tracks continue on past the tree. Along a bridge that crosses over some water, and that circle around the mountains until you once again find yourself at another cave. And what that cave is, or what it looks like, we'll have to find out next time. Thank you guys for playing tonight. It was fun.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you for the game.
Yep.
Alrighty. Well, so this week we found out that we found the cave that an Amethyst was held captive in. Didn't find anybody or anything in it, but we did find a mouse that answered our questions for us, and now we are on the track, and we found a different cave where the carriage stopped. So we'll find out next time what happens. Thank you all so much. I really do appreciate your time. Thank you all for playing. I really do appreciate it. It's always been fun. So you guys take it easy. We'll see you next time. Bye.
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 Whee!
When the night is over, my life is over. 'Cause I start thinking again about our time together. When the night is over, my life is over. 'Cause I start thinking again about our time together. When the night is over, my life is over. 'Cause I start thinking again